Cisco sues to slow down Microsoft's acquisition of Skype, and Apple stock goes crazy. It is Wednesday, February 15th. I'm Jon Fortt. Time for Today in Tech. Now let's talk about this Cisco-Microsoft thing first. Cisco has gone to the court in the EU and said, hey, we want you to slow down this Microsoft Skype train because we'd like you to force Skype to interoperate with other video conferencing systems the same way you forced us to make Tandberg interoperate. Now, a couple of interesting things here. One, Cisco has not exactly been the poster child for interoperability. You might recall that when its telepresence system first came out, it didn't really talk to much of anything. And then the other question here, what are the implications for services like Apple's FaceTime that don't interoperate either? If Apple wants to buy something big, is it going to have to crack open FaceTime? Interesting, not big moves in those stocks after this action, but one to watch. Now on to Apple. There were big moves in that after CEO Tim Cook's talk at the Goldman Tech Conference yesterday. The stock moved higher, opened higher, was trading above 520 and then tanked. Now some people are saying that this was options induced. The stock had just gotten so expensive that the options action had to go lower because people couldn't afford to buy it at those levels. Also interesting to note, a couple of houses, Morgan Stanley and Oppenheimer, had 515 and 510 as their price targets on Apple stock. Makes me wonder if there were some computers that were looking at the stock saying, hey, I don't know, the price targets are lower, it's moved higher, maybe it's time to sell, who knows. But in any case, the stock is off of its lows of the day, which has everybody sort of breathing a sigh of relief. Important to really think about Apple in this context, though. The fundamentals of the stock in terms of the valuation, not really going that haywire considering the strong growth in iPad and iPhone. So not sure we should get too worked up over these slight moves during the day. Got thoughts about any of this? Hit me up on Twitter @Jon Fortt. See you next time.